Adjusting a thing or two. 1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Here's Clarkson. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
The Knicks leading by 4. There's 37 seconds left in the first. There's Shannon. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
You can see which team has the swagger right now. Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you'd expect to miss the mark by that much.
Clarkson outside. Inside. Here's Diawara. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
That shot, no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Knicks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Towns, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And you have to account for Towns on the backboards. He is too big to miss.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Joe. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wiggins has got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's Clarkson. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And sometimes we forget about Clarkson's vertical. He's more than happy to remind us on those throwdowns.
And it's Alvarado missing.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get 2 there.
And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pitch, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Deep 2 from Clarkson. The Thunder pull it in, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
New York leading by 5. Here's McBride. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. To the inside. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Over in the corner, McBride. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
For three, Holmgren. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
McBride on the wing. Still scoreless. Towns with the bucket.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Mitchell. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Back to Mitchell. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. SGA's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brunson outside. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside for SGA. Arkenstein inside. Dort wide open. Off target with his 3. New York with the ball. They trail by 1. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Brunson surveying the D. The kick out to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Hart outside. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
1:33 left in the first half. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams with a clean look. Drains the three-pointer. Williams has got 5.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And it's Hart penetrating. And Hart throws it down.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Pass to Holmgren. Picked by Williams. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Bridges with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. Brunson with a clean look. Nets the corner 3. Brunson's got his first 3 points of the game. SGA from outside. Tough night continues. Shooting a woeful 1 for 9. Brunson outside. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now George. SGA, that's a 2-pointer. Here's Brunson. 20. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
Here's Hart. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Hart's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for New York. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Taken away by Williams. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you, Kevin.
No quit. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Towns, the screen. To the paint. And Towns throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. To the middle, and the dunk by Towns.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
And they need to stay aggressive on defense so they can protect that lead with everything they've got.
Pass to Anunoby. To Brunson. SGA with the steal. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To halt the run. It's halted by Karl-Anthony Towns. The Knicks leading by 10. Here's Hart. And he banks in the layup. Hart's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Looking to get back on track here. And slam dunk by SGA.
And a three-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, whatever they talked about at halftime, it's working now.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Wallace outside. From downtown. Hits it from three-point range. Wallace has got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. Brunson right side. Here's Brunson barreling in. And the rejection by Holmgren. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Back to Dort. Takes the three. Rebounded by Hart.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Yes, that goes in. Wallace has got 5 now.
When defenders give you that kind of space, you have to keep them honest.
Hart outside. Holmgren with the steal. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for New York?
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Pass to Sohan. Going inside. And the dunk by Sohan.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Back to Wallace. And he converts the layup. He's got 7.
You see the court awareness from Holmgren. Nice job spotting the open man.
Sohan up top. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their 2 best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, has some truth to it.
And it's good for 2.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Here's Sohan. Banked in off the glass. Sohan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Pass to Williams. Back to Joe. At the elbow, Williams. Shamet uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's a 9-point Knicks lead.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Under trailing by 7. Wallace outside. Pass to Wiggins. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot. Robinson with the block. Here's Alvarado. Driving the lane. Can't connect from short range. Wallace left side. And the jam by Wallace.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Shamet on the wing. Clarkson for 3. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Wiggins. Makes it off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Oh, that's a nice read from Brunson out of the pick and roll.
Back to Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Brunson with it. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
And Hart has it in the corner. Out to Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 5. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Battling inside. It's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And it's Towns penetrating. A huge two-handed slam.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting a chance to come up big for his team.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. It's off. The Knicks lead by 5. Here's Bridges. Outside, Brunson. Al Hart. Shot clock at 5. From deep. It's off. Thunder trailing by 5. Holmgren right side. And stolen by Hart. Unhindered, going all the way.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Now Hartenstein. Oh, softly lays it in.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Yeah, great and one there. Those are the kinds of plays they need to keep making if they're going to erase this deficit.
Off target from outside. Under trailing by 4. And stolen by Hart. Here's the floater. Here's Towns. Towns, the screen. Al Hart. 5 to shoot. Down it goes for 3.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Cleared away by Hart. The Knicks lead by 7. Brunson. It's good.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for New York.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
Putting his muscles to good use. Dort basically forces his way through the foul.
They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock. Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Jacks up a 3. He drills the 3. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shoots the 3. Does not go. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Dort. At the line, he'll shoot 3.
He makes the first of 3, and that brings them within single digits. The second one drops, and that brings them within 8. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that narrows the gap to 7. So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
And for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Păi v-am să zic așa.
Welcome to New York, home court advantage for the Knicks. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And stolen by Williams. And here comes the break. Good on the bucket. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
And Towns gets it to go.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end, and as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside, he has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Back over to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Inside, here's Hartenstein. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be a lead at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Over to the left wing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Hartenstein with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. They get the rebound. SGA looking it over. And just miss after miss right now.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And here's Brunson outside. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Thunder trailing by 7. SGA on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Now, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Brunson outside. Hart outside. Three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby in the corner. Holmgren outside. Hartenstein with it. Still scoreless. Bridges with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Out to Brunson. Knocks down the 3-ball.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Over to the wing. Here's Hartenstein. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. To the inside. And stolen by Anunoby. To the paint. And Hart throws it down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Alvarado. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, They are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
Joe with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by SGA.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup, finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Three-pointer. Diawara with the bucket. Diawara's got 5.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now, here's SGA. 7 points in the game. Fires the 3. Here's Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Oklahoma City, 9.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Into the lane, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Wallace drops in the layup for 2.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And it falls over the rim and in. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 15-point game. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Mitchell outside. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now Alvarado. Still without a basket. And Robinson throws it down.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. So both teams changing it up here. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Kevin, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
out the doors with his diverse offensive repertoire, Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Up the floor. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Larson outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Pass to Hartenstein. SGA from outside. Drops in the tray. SGA's got a pair of triples in the second now for Oklahoma City. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Knicks leading by 7. From deep, Brunson. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Outside, SGA. Williams looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And the dunk by Towns.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Dort. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby, he's really coming along as a shooter.
Thunder trailing by 9. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything. Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Anunoby in the corner. And he makes good on the layup. Anunoby's got 7 points.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
For 3, Holmgren. Rebounded by Hart. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Poked away. Stolen by Dort. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Brunson, right side. Up in time. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Knicks lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Thunder trailing by 11. Outside Williams. Pass to SGA. Off target from outside. Brunson surveying the D. Over SGA. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Hart. Holmgren with the steal. One-on-one here. Pass to Hartenstein. And stolen by Hart. And a fast break now for New York. Anunoby has the open look. The 17-footer goes down. Anunoby's got 9. And teams are always looking for a positional side. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
Williams with the steal. One-on-one fast break. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander sinks the three-pointer. SGA's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Brunson, no good.
Boy, felt like he let that possession get personal, trying to answer back with a three of his own there.
At the tip, and Hartenstein is right there. 6 points for him.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Williams. Rebounded by Hart. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Brunson. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside painted area. Look out.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Wallace. Rebounded by Hart.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Brunson outside. Shot clock at 5. Towns. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. And now it's a 12-point Knicks lead. In the corner, Wallace with it. From downtown. Rebounded by Hart. To the paint. Here's Towns. New York moving it around. The kick out to Anunoby. Connects from three-point range. Anunoby's got 12.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And the Thunder making a switch here. 1:39 left to play in the third. Pass to Hartenstein. Over Robinson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Back to you, Kevin.
Oh, yeah, he can knock them down. Thanks a lot, Allie. Shot clock at 3. Williams can't hit.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
What you appreciate is OG Anunoby's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
New York with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. New York shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And he's good on the second. From deep, SGA hits the three-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game. A big-time effort for OG Anunoby, providing a lot of energy for New York. He's been a major threat.
Oklahoma City, 42.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Back to Alvarado. Inside. Out to Clarkson. Pocket 6. And it's Alvarado missing. And here now the Thunder. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Off the inbound. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 13. Good. Nice job down low.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
They double him with Clarkson. On the wing, Wallace. From past the arc. Sinks the triple.
Well, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
So both teams making some changes here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his guys, quote, do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out. Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And he gets it to go.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Lays it up off the glass.
Doesn't get much easier than that. That is nice work.
Thunder trailing by 12. Pass to SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander so quick off the floor.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Towns, the screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Brunson. Misses the layup. To the inside. Wiggins. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick.
Substitution on the court.
Bridges double team. Stolen by Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. Rebounded by Towns.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Bridges. 6 to shoot. And he banks the layup in.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Under trailing by 10. Jalen Williams. Holmgren fires. The long shot, no good.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
That one falls for Brunson.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. Boy, this guy can light you up.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Bridges deciding where to go with it. From outside, cleared away by SGA. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now Towns. Outside, Brunson. And did the three. Thunder trailing by 11. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Dort. Now Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander. From 19, that one goes.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Holmgren. He parachutes in for the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire. Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
Down it goes for three.
What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Brunson fires. Brunson from long distance.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, what a finish! They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his fifth foul. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
With his length and athleticism and basketball smarts, how about the contest by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Excellent defense.
Jalen Brunson, trained from outside. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's George. Count it, good. Doris, how excited are you for this front court matchup we have in front of us tonight? Two of the best in the game.
BA, I've had this one circled on my calendar for some time. The front court matchup is absolutely special. Two big-time guys.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Young can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Bridges misses. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We spoke about the challenge of facing Anthony Davis. Coach commented, there aren't a lot of guys like AD, bigs who can control both ends of the paint. We have to be aware of him at all times, or he's going to take over the game. No doubt, Davis will be a factor tonight. Back to you, Brian.
Appreciate the report, Allie. 4 on the clock. And here's Brunson from the arc. And the Knicks miss again. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. There's Young with the 3. Takes the 3. Hart pulls it in. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist.
So confident in the painted area. Josh Hart understands how to score inside.
There's Young with the 3, and it's New York with a rebound. Oh, got a piece of it. Now Young with a steal. Outside Davis. To the middle. And stolen by Bridges. Fast break. Here comes New York. Lets the 3 fly. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Young from long range, and it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Outside Anunoby. 3-pointer, no good. Puts up a 3. George's shot is off. Bridges peeling it out a little bit. Pass to Anunoby. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Riley. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The Wizards with another miss.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Anunoby. Rebound by the Wizards. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Goes up at the stripe, and it's Brunson missing. The Wizards with a lead. Pass to Young. Here's Davis. Robinson defending. Back to Davis. And stolen by Brunson. Anunoby for 3. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Now here's Brunson. Still without a bucket. Pass to Bridges. Anunoby on the wing. And again, New York with the triple.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Here's George. Banked it in off the glass. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
So both teams changing it up here.
Second team foul. Substitution.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. And Davis has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 2.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Here's Clarkson. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Davis can't hit. Fast break. Here comes New York. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Robinson with a steal. Anunoby for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Anunoby's got 12 points.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
And so it's OG Anunoby making things happen for New York. He made a big impact.
The Knicks, 19. Washington.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable. I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Johnson with a double team.
Washington foul. Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Clarkson. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
Well, one thing we know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to shoot it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually every coach he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity, and that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has got to produce if you're going to be an effective team.
And here are the Knicks now. 6-point game. Stolen by Davis.
You love that defensive effort right there showing up.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Clarkson for 3. It's hauled in by Carrington. The Wizards trail by 6. On the wing, Davis. Here's Vukcevic. Drops in the layup for 2.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Towns. And here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Wizards trail by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Brian, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks much for the report, Allie. Pass to Anunoby. And the three off target. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Sarr. Still no points. 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And that one misses.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
And a miss there on the triple.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Bridges. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Puts up a deep three. Bridges misses.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Washington again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Anunoby on the wing. 12 points for him. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What you appreciate is OG Anunoby's detailed and patient offensive approach, simply taking what the defense gives him.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Wizards trail by 6. And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant, second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
B.A., there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house, and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success. We know that the defense in today's NBA wants to take away the rim and the three. Mr. Brunson says, I'll take that mid-range.
Young from long range. No luck on that one. New York leading by 10. Left side, Anunoby. There's a minute 26 left in the first half. Pass to Bridges. From downtown, he buries it from 3. Bridges has got 6.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Offline with a 3. Bridges outside. And it's New York with another.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Oh, Young. He's money from deep.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
From 13. And it's Brunson missing. Wizards trail by 9. Outside Johnson. Pass to Young. And here's Coulibaly. Anunoby covering. There's Young with the 3. And again, it's Washington with a 3. Three-pointer. And that's not going to go. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Knicks out in front. They lead by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the wing, Davis. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Outside Young. This one for three. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
New York working the ball around now. Anunoby can't get it to go. The Wizards trail by 8. Pass to Coulibaly. Now Davis. Yet to see a basket. Clock at 6. To the paint. Kicks it to George. From deep, Sarge. Towns with a rebound. New York leading by 8. Bridges with it. And it's Young picking him up. And the basket by Bridges. Bridges has got 10.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Fires from deep. On the run out. Brunson finishes at the rim.
You can see the work Jalen Brunson has put into his game. Boy, the three-point stroke has really come a long way.
There's Young with the 3. Drops in the 3. Young's got 19 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the foul on Anthony Davis. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Anunoby. And the powerful one-handed slam.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Down by 12. And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
Yeah, I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this region. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. Both free throws good from Anunoby. All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a 2-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
B.A., I think the answer is you do both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Alec.
Thanks a lot, Ian. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you guys.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. The Wizards trail by 9. Davis with it. Hard covering. Anthony Davis packs it down.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Clarkson outside. On the take. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Johnson with it. He's scoreless. Young from long range. 55 seconds left in the third. Clarkson outside. For three. Rebound Washington. Pass to Riley. There's Young with the three. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Shaman. It's stolen by Johnson. In transition, here they come. And it's Young to the rack.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Knicks out in front. Up 4.
Washington, 43.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Alvarado outside. Drives to the hoop. Down low. 6 to shoot. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
And finished off by Davis.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor.
Here's Shaman. To the inside. Sohan. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now here's Alvarado. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Young. From deep. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's Shaman on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Brunson. Soft touch goes from Brunson.
Superb touch on the teardrop. Jalen Brunson so good with the floater.
Count that one.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Both teams will make substitutions. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Outside Anunoby. That's a man on a mission right there.
How special can OG Anunoby be? Show off and show out.
Young knocks down the trifecta.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Wizards trail by 6. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr.
You can tell the moment the pass left his hands, he knew he messed up.
Brunson with it, and it's Young picking him up. Outside Anunoby. Outside Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Puts up the tray. Oh, he can't jam it home.
Oh, it's embarrassing to miss a dunk, but even more so when you're all by yourself.
Young fires! Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Here's Hart. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
High percentage look. You can't ask for much more than that.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. The Wizards making a switch here. Young. Outside George. Now Young. Takes a three. Hart with a rebound. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Alexander Sarr going to pick up the foul here. That'll be a second foul of the game. Brunson taking his time here. Outside Bridges. Shoots a three. Oh, it's off target.
Kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Young buries it from outside,
and the stakes were high right there. What a bucket!
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game!
Here's Towns. Now Anunoby goes again. He got it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Number 27,
Young fires! Beyond the arc. Hart with a rebound. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second and 2 is good. And that puts him up 5. From deep three-point range, the triple drops.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
And so the big win by New York in a tight game. This one was in...
Hey, Tim.
We'll see the New York Knicks facing the Golden State Warriors. Here we go. And now ready to bring you some basketball action. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. Hard with it. Green picks him up. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Facing off in this one, we've got two teams that preach player movement and ball movement legs.
Oh, that's right. And you can tell that by the assist numbers. The ball is really hopping. Smart, unselfish basketball. A lot of player movement off ball as well, forcing those defenses to chase them.
What's that old saying? The ball brings energy.
It certainly does.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
And the basket by Bridges.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked Coach about Jalen Brunson's game and what stood out the most to him. He replied, I'd say his toughness as well as his leadership. His teammates rally behind him, and that's why we got to bring that same kind of intensity to guarding him tonight. Containing Brunson won't be easy, but let's see if they're up for it. EA, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Brunson. Takes the 12-footer and hits it.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
Curry gets the bucket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Brunson. Outside Anunoby. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent. Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Knicks trail by 3. Down low. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
Pass to Moody. Outside. Green. To the middle. Here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Curry's got 9.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Brunson outside. Butler with a steal. On the wing, Green. Shot is good by Curry. He's got 11.
Not afraid to mix it up inside. Curry is a crafty finisher.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. New York making a switch here. Knicks trail by 5. Outside Brunson. Here's Anunoby. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And Stephen Curry again.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Here's Bridges. And it's New York with another. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Green. Up and in on the layup.
We know Green prefers to work up close. He loves getting those high percentage looks.
That's tipped. Here's Bridges. Screen by Robinson. 5 on the clock. And Anunoby for 3. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Curry with it. And it's Brunson picking him up. To the inside. Here's Santos. Robinson with the block. 3-pointer, Bridges. Hart. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Curry. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now here's Alvarado. And stolen by Porzingis. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one's on Clarkson.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he makes both free throws. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Alvarado. Clarkson for 3. And he can't get that one. For 3, Porzingis. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. And more. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 6. From the high post. Nice jump shot.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
To the paint. Operating inside. Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Alvarado outside. Clarkson outside. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Greg?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to Robinson. Back to Shamet. Screen by Robinson. Shamet into the lane. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Pass to Butler. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Brunson with it. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Butler with a steal. The Warriors lead by 3. And stolen by Brunson. And that one's good. Clarkson's got his first points of the game.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Back to Butler. Down low. Butler drops it in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Jimmy Butler, quite the pairing with Steph Curry, and Steph said he's like the exact opposite player of me. He's dominating the paint. I'm dominating the perimeter. Butler said, I don't think I could be a better complement to him, and vice versa. They're not leaving him ever. I'm playing in so much space. Back to you.
A great fit. Thank you, Allie.
Good awareness from Curry. Now he sees a chance for a steal and gets a fast break going.
And here's Brunson from the arc. They get it back. Pass to Shaman. Right side, Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better. They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Butler can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 6. The kick out to Brunson. The Warriors pull it in.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
1:44 left in the first half of basketball. And here's Brunson. To the inside. Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Just a good playmaker. Brunson using the pick and roll to create offense for his team.
Now here's Curry. Here's Porzingis.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
Here's Brunson. Brunson, so confident at the rim.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Inside. Here's Green. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Curry with it. Hart covering. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
Brunson drives in. Out to Bridges. Here's Brunson outside. The rebound by Moody. Here's Santos. Outside Moody. Got it off in time. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Knicks trail by 10. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Pass to Santos. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
You got to enjoy watching Bridges take over. Games like this prove how lethal he can be.
And here's Butler. They get the rebound. Down low. And stolen by Brunson. They're running. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Basket's good. And it's 8 points for Josh Hart.
Such good vision from Brunson. He's able to spot a guy ready to attack.
And here's Curry for three. And it's New York with a rebound. And Brunson, here we go. Oh, Brunson, what an aggressive move.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Pass to Santos. Fires the three. Towns with a rebound. And the Knicks with possession. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Back to Hart. Now here's Bridges. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Santos. Outside Curry. Over Brunson. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 21 points in the game.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Cat doing what he does.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And Brunson, here we go. The Warriors pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Soft touch off the glass. Brunson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
And here's Curry for three. Oh, Curry, a sick triple.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on defense.
And the Warriors with another three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack it. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Guys back to you.
No quit. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot. To the middle. Hart. And Hart throws it down.
And he brings this game a little closer using that huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. And here's Curry for three. Corner three, buried by Curry.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Now Alvarado. Clarkson outside. Inside. 5 to shoot. Diawara can't hit.
Well, he not only forced the miss, but he also came down with the rebound.
Screen by Horford. Melton on the wing. The shot. Curry's shot is off.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
There's a screen to the paint. Here's Diawara. Got a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Pass to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot here. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch.
The Knicks, 51.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. The Warriors lead by 9. Horford outside. Pass to Melton. To the inside. Here's Porzingis. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel at any sport. Do you agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Pass to Butler. Robinson with a steal. Towns down low. Now here's Alvarado. Defended by Pajemski. Horford in the high post. Here's Melton. Back to Horford. Horford gets it done inside. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A big group substitution here for New York. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're pulling us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Outside Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. Pajemski grabs the board.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
On the wing, Curry. Over Brunson with the tip. Pass to Santos. Outside Pajemski. Down low. Stolen by Anunoby. Inside. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Curry. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Curry's got 38 points. Here's Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Yes, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
It's Pajemski on the wing. Porzingis sets a screen. Now Curry. Shoots from 14. Harden with a rebound. Knicks trail by 9. Oh, he jammed it.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Warriors lead by 7. Outside Curry. Now Porzingis. Butler outside. Shot clock at 5. Curry fires. No good from 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Bridges. Oh, he can't get the layup. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. 1:56 left in the 4th. Butler can't get the 3. Knicks trail by 7. And Bridges, here we go. Both hands there for a little extra.
And they call his number, and Bridges answers, not intimidated at all by the big moment.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And Brunson, here we go. Towns. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
A minute 9 left in the final quarter. Outside Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Bridges. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Curry.
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Moody! It's money from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Towns on a screen. Brunson on the drive. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Curry can't hit it.
He's fallen into a bit of a slump this quarter. How quickly things can turn.
Anunoby with it. Now Towns. Ooh, he leaves no question.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and roll. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Here's Curry. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Brunson. Oh, the long ball, no good. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win.
Kick those feet up and enjoy some NBA hoops on 2K Sports. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now here's Hart. Curry with a steal. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Curry is rebounded by New York.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And Hart throws it down.
Just a good playmaker. Brunson using the pick and roll to create offense for his team.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Pajemski. The three from Curry. Knocks down the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Anunoby. Pajemski grabs the board.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Inside, from close range. And that's good. Off the glass that time.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Takes a three. Hart pulls it in. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. New York again can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Pajemski. From outside the arc. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 6.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And the Warriors making a switch here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Brunson looks it over. Down low. Butler with a steal. Green with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. Curry, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And stolen by Brunson. Back to Bridges. The kick out to Brunson. He buries it from 3.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the third most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in '47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in '75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Now here's Hart. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
The 3 from Curry. It's rebounded by New York. And they double up Brunson. Bridges outside. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
Yeah, Bridges has many ways to convert inside, which can make it tough to stop him.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. So both teams making some changes here. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. 1:19 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Curry. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got 8.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you guys.
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Shaman. Shot clock at 5. Back to Alvarado. From behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. The Warriors lead by 3. 4-3. And Curry is good for 3. He's got 11.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
And the basket by Shaman.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. We'll be right back with you shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
To the inside, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves on the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Well, Richard, Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important advice as a rookie.
I just encouraged him to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with techs and fines because he is at his best when he is towing that line. Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Draymond! Oh, such a force inside.
Zero fear in Green's game. Loves mixing it up down low.
To the paint. Here's Robinson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Robinson with a steal. Here we go. Here's Shamet. Can't tie it up. That one misses. The Warriors lead by 3. To the middle. It's tipped. Pass to Moody. Now here's Butler. Oh, Butler, what a dunk!
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Outside Brunson. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Pass to Curry. Now Butler. And Richard, with floor spacing so critical, ball handlers want their teammates to be shot ready.
Oh, yeah, having your feet square, knees bent, hands ready, because ultimately, if you're shot ready, your percentages go up. If your percentages go up, so does your money.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. On the wing, Curry. Pass to Porzingis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Josh Hart. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Well, Richard, for this Warriors team, that Steph Curry injury in the playoffs proved huge.
Yeah, Steph is just so important. He strained his hamstring in game 1 of that second-round series against Minnesota. And once that happened, Golden State really never had a shot in the series. Just shows how valuable he is to the organization.
And here's Curry for 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Towns on a screen. Here's Brunson. Jalen Brunson playing big right now.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
To the paint. Outside for Butler. And here's Curry for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 14 points.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside Brunson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. And Hart throws it down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Back to Hart. There's the drive. And Hart throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Knicks making a change here. Knicks trail by 4. Screen by Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The three-pointer off the mark. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Santos. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Pajemski. Lets it go from deep. Curry, no good. And here are the Knicks now. Out to the right wing. Outside Robinson. Kicks it out to Anunoby. It's Pajemski on the wing. Here's Green. And the layup is good off the glass. And it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And here's Brunson from the arc. It's Pajemski on the wing. Counted from distance. Pajemski's got 5 points. Screen by Hart. To end the run. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And here's Curry for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Knocked down from the corner. That's just a walk in the park for Curry.
Richard, tough as nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
He gets it in there. He's got 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Stolen. Porzingis with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Mikal Bridges.
A towering presence inside. When Porzingis is this close, you almost have to foul him.
Porzingis, no good on the free throw. Knicks trail by 16. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Ryan, back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Bridges. And Porzingis with the block.
Those long arms of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense.
Pass to Pajemski. Puts up a 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Outside Curry. From deep. The shot won't fall.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks and range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And here are the Warriors now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
Good instincts to read the path and get in a position to pick it off.
And that's the kind of physicality you want to see from Cat, using his size down low.
Outside Curry. Pass to Pajemski. Outside for Butler. Here's Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 29.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Pass to Curry. Fires from deep. And the Warriors with another three.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Anunoby for three. Gets the three ball to go. Anunoby's got 6 points.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Pass to Curry. And he drives in. Back to Moody. Inside. Outside for Butler. From deep. And it's Stephen Curry with the three. Curry's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Right side, Brunson. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8 points now.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A minute 39 left in the third. Pass to Hart. The kick out to Brunson. For three, Bridges. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 21. And here's Butler. Back to Curry. Now Butler. Now here's Curry. He's covered by Hart. Three-pointer off the mark. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Down low. New York working the ball around now. Back to Bridges. Warriors with the rebound. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Butler with the ball. And it's Butler with the jam.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Outside Brunson. With the drive. Back to Towns. Yes, had a nice assist from Brunson. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
The three from Curry. Towns with a rebound. Pulls up. Shot's good by Hart. Hart's got 10. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Talk about three-point shooting. He piled up 18 points from range that. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Alvarado into the lane. To the inside. Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Down low. Here's Green. Good work defensively by Towns. It's stolen by Green. Here we go. One-on-one. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Knicks trail by 17. Now Alvarado. Pass to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. substitutions here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Knicks trail by 15. Outside Brunson. Porzingis grabs the board. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
And here's Curry for three. Towns with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And here's Curry for three. Knocks down the long J. Curry's got 38 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Robinson. 6 to shoot. And an Obi for three. And the three-pointer goes.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Tries it from the top of the key. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
And Brunson, here we go. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The kick out, Curry. Shoots over Robinson. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Butler. New York making a switch here.
Number 3, Josh Hart.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Brunson slices through the D.
And the defense had the right idea, but Brunson is able to push through the contact.
Outside Curry. For three. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Knicks trail by 15. Outside Brunson. Yes, sir!
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
Left side Curry. Harden with a rebound. And New York has possession. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
And Bridges refusing to settle for the layup, locked in on throwing it down.
The Warriors lead by 11. Now Butler. Stephen Curry. There he is, the three-point king, delivers on cue.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Money from three!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now, you see Brunson with that quick dribble. I mean, that is a nice play.
Curry looking it over. There's a minute 12 left in the final quarter. Fires the three. Brunson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Towns rips down the board.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Warriors.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Stephen Curry.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Melton outside. Both hands there for a little extra.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Misses the three. It's intercepted.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
First personal foul.
And he's good on the first of three.
Shooting from New York, Jeremy Silva.
He's off on the second.
Line for three.
And he nails the third. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. A clean win. And big hit. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight, our analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Ali LaForce. Now here's Doncic. Inside. And James throws it down.
So unpredictable in pick-and-roll sets. James just taking what he sees and lets it open up.
From deep, Santos can't get it to go. And it's the Lakers' ball to the paint. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season. But a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Now here's Doncic. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. Jacks up a three. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the always daunting prospect of slowing down LeBron James. He told me, quote, as dangerous a scorer as LeBron is, we can't devote too much attention to him because he knows how to use his teammates. If we overplay him, he'll pick us apart with his passing. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Ali. And a deep three from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Aiden. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Doncic outside. Here's James. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Oh, a fearless finish from a fearless player. Jimmy making some noise. Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Warriors trail by 8. There's a screen. Down low. It's stolen by James. Here's Doncic. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams making some changes here. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Trailing by 10. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground 0.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Doncic.
Look, just give Curry credit. When he hustles on defense, it makes a difference.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Curry. It's Hayes with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Curry, no good.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And the foul called on Brandon Pajemski. That's his first foul of the game. So it's Los Angeles now. They lead by 11.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Santos. Outside Curry. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Lakers lead by 8. And it's Kennard on the take. And stolen by Melton. And the Warriors pushing it up now. 3-pointer. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Now Los Angeles with it. Up top, Laravia. And here's Doncic outside. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6. Outside Pajemski. Back to Porzingis. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Nice shot for Porzingis with the length and the touch.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Kicks it to Doncic. 4-3. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And stolen by Hayes. And it's Hachimura on the drive.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
And here's Curry for three. Curry with another. Miss.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Hayes with a screen. Outside Reeves. The three-pointer off the mark. Warriors trail by 11. Porzingis sets a screen. And here's Curry for three. Kept alive. Goes back up. And it falls all over the rim and in. Curry's got 8 points.
Making use of the in-between area. Curry's ability to break defenses down opens up these shots.
Shot is good by Reeves.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Here's Kennard. Again, Los Angeles.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
No doubt. Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Greg.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
From a mid-major school to a first-round pick, Wisconsin native Brandon Pajimski has had quite the rise, RJ.
Yeah, finishes top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting in 2024. Let's give you a little bit of everything on the floor. Great rebounder for his size also. And the coaching staff loves it. It's why they encourage Hachimura to fire away.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Hayes with it. He's scoreless. Pass to Hachimura. Now here's Laravia. Outside Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Nails the wide open jumper. And the Lakers lead by 13.
You've got to respect the three-point shooting of Reeves. He can be dangerous from there.
Pass to Butler. Now Horford. And here's Curry. He's covered by Reeves. To the inside. Porzingis. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So both teams changing it up here. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Smart. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the third most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA." I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Allie. Kicks it to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer off the mark. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. It's a 14-point game.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis. And Aiden pulls it down. The Lakers lead by 14. Doncic outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Curry. Up and over Doncic. That won't go either for Curry.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's James.
Oh! Okay, that's just insane.
Strong finish.
Oh, man, LeBron, just big boy basketball on full display.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And Richard, Coach J.J. Redick coming under criticism for how he handled substitution patterns in last year's playoffs.
Look, he did an amazing job in guiding them to the 3rd seed. And look, they just ran out of gas against a better Minnesota team. Players wish they had shots back, and so do coaches sometimes.
Doncic for the block.
Defense at its best from Doncic. Like to see him putting that much effort into his D.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Well, Richard, for this Warriors team, that Steph Curry injury in the playoffs proved huge.
Yeah, Steph is just so important. He strained his hamstring in game 1 of that second-round series against Minnesota. And once that happened, Golden State really never had a shot in the series. Just shows how valuable he is to the organization.
Richard, when you talk about Austin Reeves, this guy continues to defy expectations.
I still can't believe he was an undrafted free agent. Not only does he score, he shoots an impressive percentage while doing it. It's just an incredible story. Austin Reeves shows you what can happen with hard work and the right mindset. He hustles hard, and the results, well, they speak for themselves. Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
And here's Curry for 3. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Doncic left side. From deep, Reeves hits a three-pointer. Reeves has got 17. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. It's Los Angeles just dominating this one. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Reeves with the ball. Green picks him up. Doncic outside. Tries to break his ice. Warriors with the rebound. Pass to Curry for three. Smart grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
They get it back. Outside Reeves. Knocks it down from distance. Reeves has got 20.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
This Warrior squad is struggling. Down low. And stolen by Reeves.
Warriors foul. Gooey Sanchez. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Reeves outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Reeves has got 6 points in the quarter.
We've seen this before. Reeves is a skilled offensive player. He can fill it up.
Timeout called, the Warriors. And the Warriors making a change here. Here's Butler. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside Curry. A deep three. Can't get it to drop.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Pass to Butler. And here's Curry. Over Doncic. Outside for Butler. Now Curry. 5 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the Warriors miss again. And it's the Lakers' ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Pass to Reeves. Back to Smart. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Golden State. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, B.A. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center. Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. And here's Reeves outside. Pajemski grabs the board. And so it's Golden State with it. And here's Curry for three.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Smart with the ball. Now Pajemski defending. Pass to Reeves. From outside the arc. Pajemski grabs the board. Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Ryan, back to you.
He's earned it. Allie, thank you. From the left block. The bank shot, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Takes the three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Substitution on the...
And the Warriors call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
fans, who wants a free T-shirt?
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. Pass to Porzingis to end the drought. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Porzingis has got 6.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
It's stolen. Taken away. LaRavia inside. No made baskets yet. Hayes with a screen. Kennard for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Curry from deep three-point land. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. The Lakers on top.
57.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And the Lakers with possession here. Smith right side. Kennard for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Timeout called, the Warriors. Now here's Podziemski. Outside Butler. The 3 ball. It's Hayes with the rebound. And it's the Lakers ball. Over to the wing. Back to connect. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
Golden State on D. LaRavia goes in. It's picked off.
That was just incredible instincts defensively. He saw the ball coming back out and made the play.
Kennard with it. Now Podziemski defending. Unloads. Here's the 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
LaRavia goes in. Here's Kennard. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Golden State. Pass to Podziemski. Stolen by Kennard. Outside connect. Takes it inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, showing off his sneaky athleticism. Connect fears no one when attacking the basket.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Hachimura sets a screen. Kennard, right side. Just 4 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's foul number 2 for him.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
He had to know that call was coming. You can't treat another guy like a jungle gym out there.
Pass to Moody. And here's Curry for 3. Some solid defense from Hayes. Kennard outside. LaRavia outside. Hits the trifecta. LaRavia's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Fires from deep. Kennard can't get it to go. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. To the middle. Here's Moody. And the layup is good off the glass.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
And here's Kennard. Out to the right wing. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. Puts up a three. And he recovers it. Pass to Moody. Shot clock at 5. On the wing, Curry. Buries it from 3.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's three ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Here's Kennard. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Offensive board. Outside Moody. The kick out. Curry takes a 3. Sinks the tray.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Austin Reeves.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Here's Kennard. Lets it fly. Again, the Lakers.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Curry for 3. Connects from downtown. Kennard on the wing. Shoots over Curry. Offline. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one to walk into enemy territory.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. A battle in the Western Conference. This Houston crowd hoping to watch their Rockets come out on top. So, RJ, one of the stories for the Lakers last season were the strides that Austin Reeves took as a player.
Reeves increased his scoring averages, going from about 16 points a game to over 20. He is a steady source of offense, and I don't think there's any argument that he is one of the best bargains in this league. I like how fast Bron makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Drills it from outside.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ayton. Pass to LeBron. Another shot. And he hits the jump shot. James has got 5 points so far.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 5. 5 to shoot. Reeves can't hit. And here are the Rockets. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. And so here is Houston after the basket by Los Angeles. And here's KD for 3. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. KD's got his second basket.
And Durant focuses on taking high percentage threes, which is why he's so efficient from there.
And it's Doncic missing. Pass to Şengün. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Lakers. Reeves outside. Kicks it out to LeBron. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Houston in the lead. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-double. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense. Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And KD throws it down.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Here's Reeves. Hasn't made one yet. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And then Durant with the jam.
Doesn't it just look like he's gliding down the floor? Durant in transition is just beautiful art.
To the paint. Reeves outside. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Doncic. In the corner, Smith with it. Screen by Şengün. 4 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's KD. And he drops in the layup off the glass. KD's got 11.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Kennard. To the right side. It's stolen by Eason. Here's a Kobe. Oh, my goodness. What a play.
Wow. And that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. There's a Kogi. Rui Hachimura picking up that last basket. Pass to Eason. Pocket 6. Now Shepard. Here's a Kogi. It's rebounded by Doncic.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Doncic right side. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Houston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter.
16. The Lakers, 12.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Hachimura, the screen. Here's Kennard. The rebound by Shepard. Rockets leading by 4. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Lakers coach J.J. Redick has brought an attention to detail to this team. Austin Reeves said, quote, set the foundation of doing stuff the right way, and if we do that, we can be a really good team. Redick said it's important to always emphasize the things that you want. That hopefully becomes part of your identity. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's a Kogi. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
That's tipped.
Perfect timing by Hachimura. What a block.
Reeves with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Now here is Hachimura. Back to Reeves. Oh, good on the triple. Eason with it. To the inside. Stolen by Reeves. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Pass to Hayes. And here's Kennard. Guarded by Holiday. Fires for 3. Shepard, that's good. Shepard's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepard's got a shot from all over the floor.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Substitution here for the Lakers. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
By post, Şengün. Durant feeling it out a bit. From deep three-point land. Reeves with the rebound. Lakers trail by 9. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Here's KD. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Down low. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Reeves outside. LeBron outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been. Durant, too quick off the drive. Easy dunk for KD.
Reeves outside. Screen by James. A second chance effort. Rebound by Smith. And KD's got the ball here for the Rockets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9. To the middle. And stolen by Ayton. Pass to Reeves. Over Smith. Reeves gets the bucket.
It's the confidence of Austin Reeves. He just knows what his shot is.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Rockets leading by 7. Thompson in the corner. The Rockets with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And so it's Houston with it. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And Van Vliet, here we go. Yep, that one goes in there. Van Vliet's got 5 now.
Look at the quick reaction by Van Vliet to get on that drive.
Doncic on the drive inside. And here's Kennard. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Back to Durant. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
The 3 for Doncic. Rockets leading by 9. Thompson looking for an opening. No good from Durant. Up top, Doncic. And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Pass to KD. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Van Vliet outside. They get it again. Outside Durant. With the clock winding down. And KD throws it down.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
LeBron right at the doorstep, and he finds the 2.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
What a dunk from Ayton. This is how dominant he can be down low.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Inside. Here's Smith. And James pulls it down. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening, and he just explodes on the drive.
To the middle. Stolen by Smart. Ball is knocked loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, but you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Back to you.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. Thompson in the corner. The Rockets with another miss. Lakers trail by 5. And, Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
And KD throws it down.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. So Jabari Smith has shown he can be a contributor, but Richard, it is a process.
And you know he's still young. And for a lot of players, especially the taller ones, it takes a couple of years to find your game. I don't think there's a team out there that doesn't want a player like Austin Reeves. This is a guy who is willing to sacrifice on both ends of the floor.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Los Angeles making a switch here. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out to Thompson. Takes a three. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Lakers trailed by 5. Doncic outside. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Up top, Durant. He's got 19. And they recover it. KD, so efficient in there.
This is the length that Durant provides on the offensive boards. Love whenever he puts it to use like this.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Rockets lead by 5. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Van Vliet. Called in by Los Angeles. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
To the inside. And James throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
And one of the imperatives, RJ, for the Rockets this season, improving on the offensive end.
Yeah, their scoring struggles hamstrung them in that first round defeat to Golden State. To compete into June, they're going to need to be able to convert in those pressure moments.
Here's Durant. Houston moving the ball around. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Now Now James, 17 points in the game. Ayton the screen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Now, nobody spends more time in the paint than LeBron James. He knows he's going to get the contact, and he still goes in there.
Still doing it at this age. Richard, remarkable stuff for LeBron James.
I wasn't sure the day would ever come that we actually see him playing on the NBA court with his son, Bronny. Back when I was playing with LeBron, it seemed like a bit of a dream.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Adams. Shot clock at 3. In the corner, it's Eason. And it's off from three-point range. On deep, Reeves. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Rockets lead by 2. It's the end. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened and kill now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Punishing the rim right there. Şengün.
To the paint. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Down low. Here's Van Vliet. Vanderbilt with the steal. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Lakers lead by 1. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflection.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Here is Durant. KD draws the double. And the rejection by Ayton.
So difficult to shoot over. Ayton proving it with that rejection.
Reeves right side. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Smith outside. Pass to Durant. Shot to stop the run. The Lakers with the rebound.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Here's Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Durant with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Durant in the corner. Another miss by Houston. Lakers leading by 5. Inside. In the corner, it's James. 3 ball. LeBron James.
they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Lakers.
LeBron outside. Now Doncic. Hachimura. Oh, the slam dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. 8-point game. Now Thompson. Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Off the glass.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
It's James.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Vanderbilt with the screen. Smith there for the rebound. It's trailed by 6. Van Vliet fires. Cleared away by Ayton.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Durant with the steal. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Count it.
What separates Van Vliet from others is his competitive toughness. He is not going to shy away from the moment.
LeBron slashes inside. It's in there.
And this is who LeBron James is. An incredible leader. When the game is tight, this guy is willing to step up.
You don't need experience if you have guts. The young fella gets thrown right into the action. Smith Jr. wants to be here in late game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Doncic outside. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Reeves outside. With the drive. Now Doncic. 4 on the clock. Doncic brushes off the contact and hits.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
It's good.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Count it.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
And he jams it in.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Smith! And so the Lakers take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll do it, folks. With Richard Jefferson,